Greetings, good day to each and everyone. Welcome again to another edition of our sharing. So today we shall share about the iTeraCare blowers. All right. So just one moment. Okay, there you are. Okay, once again, welcome to Prive International. If you have seen, Prive International is the leading provider of terahertz blowers around the world, and it's the first and among the best you can ever have, all right, when it comes to terahertz blowers. We shall see today about the terahertz blowers. The first one here you can see we have the iTera Classic, which has been the flagship of Prive International since 2021. Right, when Prive first started in 2021, June 2021. Ever since till today, this has been the flagship and still is among the best-selling what do you call it, blowers, terahertz blowers. Then we have the iTera Premium Plus, which came in 2024, around April 2024, replacing the previous Premium. All right. So the Premium Plus is a co-production between Prive International and Dishang, the original manufacturers. Now we are co-producers. And not forgetting the iTera Pro, right, which is the biggest brother of all the three blowers. Let's see a little bit about energy. Let's listen to what she has to say.
You're not supposed to ever be sick. Never. The body is a miraculous machine that has been created to take care of itself and heal itself if we don't interfere. But you make yourself sick. And if the mind is powerful enough to make yourself sick, it's also powerful enough to heal you. First, we got to find out why. Why did you do this to yourself? What were you trying to tell yourself? Every disease is the body talking to you.
So as you can see, basically the disease is part of what has happened to people in the modern world. So we have gone beyond what is natural to us, all right? People, our forefathers have been eating natural food and drinking water, which was having lots of energy. But in the name of development, we have started taking things where it is more processed and devoid of energy, especially the water and all the processed food, right? So we have sort of like got the disease upon us where we have gone away from natural food.
You're not supposed to ever be sick.
All right, so the body can heal itself if you can give the body what it wants to heal itself. So here, I wish to share a little bit more. See, what's happening is many people, when you talk about health, the first thing they talk to you about is about nutrition and about supplements. So they're telling you what to eat, what to drink, and anything associated with that. So it is not wrong. But then when we look deeper, we ask ourselves, are the supplements the sole source or primary source of healing? Now, inside our body, we have cells which needs to function first. So even if you give them the best supplements, if the cells are not performing well, then they cannot make use of the nutrition and of the supplements, even though they are the best. So first of all, for me, the priority is getting the cells to function optimally. When they function optimally, you can give anything you want and they can function. They will be able to use them. So for me, the priority is energy, because now the food and the drinks which we are eating do not have the energy which the body needs. So using the iTera blowers, what's happening is we're putting back that energy. So now the cells are able to make use of that energy to have vibrational and rotational forces, intermolecular forces, and intramolecular forces so that they can perform optimally. Now, together with that, when you use these iTera blowers, besides the energy, what they do is now they also work on the water which is inside the body and is very important so that they give you better hydration. Now, just as a comparison, now if you were drinking the normal water which we have been drinking all this while, only 50% of that water is actually functioning for you. But the moment you charge the water using the iTera blowers, or you use the device on yourself, it breaks the water clusters, and almost 100% of the water which you are drinking or is in your body is now able to hydrate you. For example, if formerly you were drinking 2 liters of water, only about 1 liter was working for you. But now with the blowers, when you use them, almost all the 2 liters are now functioning for you. So now you have the energy working for you. You have the hydration doubled. And the third aspect, which is also very important, is oxygen. You need to get the oxygen to all the tissues in your body. So when there is energy, when there is better hydration, now the blood is able to bring into the body and also move it to the tissues more oxygen and nutrition which the body needs. So when these three are already in place, the energy, the hydration, the oxygen, what happens is now you can put in all the water, the food, the nutrition, and the supplements, and everything works now. Now you find that the body is first able to remove the toxins and the waste in the body, remove the carbon dioxide better, bring in more oxygen, bring in the nutrition to where it is supposed to be. So the blower gets you the energy and the hydration, and when they function, they bring in more oxygen, and then you are putting in the nutrition or supplements, and now the body works much better. All right? Okay, now let's look at another small video, short video. So now you see the terahertz frequency, how it helps you inside your body, right? So there are many ways how it is helping. That is the magic of the terahertz frequency. Now let's look at the blower, the different parts of the blower. Many have wondered, they have used the device, but they have wondered as to how the blower functions, right? So if you look at the blower, first of all, you have the motor, and then you have the fan. So what happens is this fan is blowing forward, right? So when it blows forward, and then you have the filter. So this filter is where the air is coming in. So many people don't realize that there is a filter, and once in a while it is good for you to just take a small brush, soft brush, and just brush the back of this where the air inlet is, so that the air comes in better. Now you see, especially in houses where you have pets, you have lots of this fur, which is getting blocked here, and then you find that there is less air coming in, and then the motor gets burned. Now, if you ask the technician who does the repairs for this, one of the primary causes of this motor being burned is where the filter is blocked And when he opens it to check and repair, he finds that there's a lot of fur inside and hair, even human hair. All right. So from time to time, just use the brush and just brush off at the back so that the air is not blocked when it comes in. Right. And your device will work even better. And then you have the LED blue light. Many have asked if whether this is some therapy. No, it is not therapy. It is just an LED blue light where it is showing the target, all right, or where you are blowing, all right. It's a target light to show where you actually pointing at and blowing, all right. That's all there is to it. And the next one is the heating element. Now, this is the heating element where you have the three switches. Excuse me. You have the three switches where you can control the amount of heat that you want, right? So you have low, medium, and high. Now, normally in Asian countries, we hardly use the high because it's already hot. But in cold climates, cold countries, many of them do use the highest heat level of heat, right? Okay. Now the secret behind the blower is the tube. All right. We call these the optical quartz. Now, why do we call these the optical quartz and not glass? Now, what's happening is how this tube is made is you get this rare earth, you get the minerals, and you get these crystals from Mother Earth, and then they're brought to the factory, and then the urns they are heated for about 12 days, and then everything is put inside, and the temperature is brought up to about 1800 degrees and above, and then it is melted for about 40 hours. All right. So that's where you get these, what do you call it, tubes. So these tubes are giving you natural terahertz frequencies, so you can never go wrong. Right. Now, if you go a little bit further, even before you switch on the device, you find that the device is already functioning for you. Now, what do you mean by that? Now, even if you keep it close to you, the terahertz frequency is already working for you. So technically, even at night, if you are sleeping, you keep it near you, close to you, the terahertz frequency is functioning for you. And then if you're holding that part of the device where the tube is, you will find that it's already working for you. All right. So this is at the front part of the device, and this is the secret behind the devices. Right. Okay. Let's see the iTera Classic. Okay. It came in 2021. This is the first flagship device of the company, and lots of individuals are using it, families are using it. Now you can say that in many families, this is the doctor in the house. So any small ailments, problems, they're using this first, and then of course, if there's an emergency, of course, you need to see the doctor. Otherwise, they're using this to treat themselves. Now, let me just share a small story here. Which just happened today, in fact, yes. So today, last week actually, about less than 10 days ago, some friends from about another town, all right, another town in Malaysia. I'm in Kuala Lumpur. They had come to Kuala Lumpur for treatment, all right. So my friend had a problem with his heart, and they went and checked. So they were told that his heart is only functioning 8%, and there are blocks. One is 100%, one is 90%, one is around 80%, and they were given an appointment, all right, to have some procedure done on the heart, angioplasty and whatnot. So today, 2 days ago, they came to the hospital. So this is a renowned hospital in Malaysia, especially for heart patients, and they were there. And today they were to be discharged. So they contacted me and said, "Can you come to the hospital? We would like to see you." So I go to the hospital and I see them. See, what happened was when they came the other time, about less than 10 days ago, I had seen them also. And I was trying to get to them before that. Unfortunately, we never got to meet. But through the help of the divine, the last trip they came to the hospital, we met. So I told them that, what you should do is you should go back, use this particular device because they have this with them, but they were blowing, but they were not sure where to blow and how much to blow. So then I told them, work on the heart, just keep going, have trust, and then when you come back this time, go for the checkup. You will be surprised at what the results are. And true enough, what they told me today when I got to them was the doctor told them, "Look, I can see changes in your heart. I can see that the vessels have softened. I can see that now they're performing much better." They had done an MRI, and the doctor said, "You go back. We are not going to do anything for you this time. I'll give you another appointment. Come back, and then we'll see what happens." So what he felt was that there are changes to his heart where it is getting better. The percentage from 8% has increased. The vessels, the blocks have softened, so they're opening up. So the procedure has been postponed, and they were very, very, very happy. The only difference which they made was using the device on the heart and the entire body. You know what? But the funny thing was, after they met the last time and they came here, when I explained to them, both the husband and the wife were fighting for the device to use because suddenly they realized that it's going to help them. All right. Anyway, since the husband had a problem, he got to use it more. And they were very happy when they left today. And you can see the face which I saw 10 days ago, and the face today completely changed. All right. So this is what's happening when people trust the device and they start using the device. Okay. So the color is maroon red, only one color throughout the world. It's lighter, so people are finding it easier to hold and use, especially elderly in the family. Okay, imagine you have elderly people in the family, and then you're buying them one, or you're having one for the family, and telling them, "Please use this as and when you like." And you're finding that as they use, things are getting better and better. Right? There are changes in them. You find them more energized. You find them able to move better. You find them complaining less, right? Because of the pains and the inflammation. So that's what's happening to many families, right? Okay, so now there's a 3-level switch as I explained just now, where it controls the amount of heat, and then the power is 800 watts. And the next one is it's cheapest, right, among the three, and the motor is moving at around 10,000 RPM. And there are 3 height levels again. And the suggestion is not to use for more than 45 minutes if you are using it continuously. But then again, what I normally recommend is to use for a minimum of 20 minutes and not to go beyond 30 minutes. So you're well within the 45 minutes zone. All right. Just 20 to 30 minutes is good enough. Okay. Keep it to that and you're fine, and your machine is also fine. All right. Now there's only one color, maroon red. Okay. Now the next one is the Premium Plus, which came in 2024. Now many people, the moment they see the color and the design, they like it very much. And individuals, families, and they're also being used in centers now. So, for therapy. And it's also very light. It's a beautiful purple. It also has a 3-level switch, and the power is 100 to 530 watts. because Moto is now, improved Moto, and it has 2-minute beeps. Now, why does it have the 2-minute beeps? Now, if you look at something which normal, how call it, the owners of these devices do, is that they do the basic protocol, right? So what they do is they work on their chakra points, they work on their lymph nodes, they work on the, what do you call it, meridian points. So what happens is every 2 minutes, you're blowing 2 minutes, and then you're moving to the next, and then you're moving to the next. So the beep is now helping you without having to see your watch. All right. So that's the idea of having the 2-minute beeps. And at 30 minutes, a red light comes on, and you have a long beep saying that, okay, it's done. All right. So you can stop at, of course, you can stop at 20 minutes. But if you wish to go at 30 minutes, you stop, and then you can start again for another person or another part of your body, right? And this is the first co-production between Prive International and Deshang. Okay, the next one is that this is the medium range of the devices, right? Medium range. And the RPM is also around 10,000 RPM, and it has 3 heat levels, and auto stop at 30 minutes of continuous use, and only one color, purple. The next one is the iTera Pro, which came in 2019, but until today it is still working marvelously, right? Now it's bigger and heavier, and you can use it continuously for longer hours, up to around 6 hours. And the color is silver, white, and black, only the same color around the world. And then it has a 2 levels switch with 6 combinations. And it also has a feature where you can use it without the heat, right? So just to add on, the heat is additional. Even without the heat, the frequency is working. So with the heat, it is helping for blood circulation, and the muscles, the reception is better, right? And the power is 1,200 watts. And of course, it's 10 times the price of the Classic. Okay. Now we have first of the Pro, which is the highest of the range. That means there are 3 models, and this is the highest of the range. And then the RPM is about 10,000 to 15,000 RPM with 1,200 watts, and 2 heat levels, 2 speed levels, and also non-heat function. So the combination is 6 functions, and is suggested not more than 60 minutes continuous use. Although technically you can use up to 6 hours. But the same with all the other models, a minimum of 20 minutes is more than enough, right? 20 to 30 minutes is done. Okay, you don't have to go up to even 60 minutes. Okay, now the next is it's only one color, white, black, and silver. And these are the models which we have now: iTera Classic, the Premium Plus, and the iTera Pro. Okay, so you can find this all around the world. Okay, now you can also use any of the models, any of the 3, to charge water. As you can see here the bottles are charged individually, but you can also charge them all at one time. You can even have, let's say, up to 5 liters of water, even more actually. And you can just, charge them using this. Just hold it above the water, of course, with the cap removed, for a minimum of 1 minute. All right, minimum of 1 minute, it is done. But if you wish to blow for more than a minute, suit yourself, satisfy yourself, make yourself happy. All right. So a minimum of 1 minute, it is done. And if you don't mind, we will answer all your questions after this session. Thank you. All right. Now let's look at this Pro Plus. All right. Now this Pro Plus is expected to come in anytime now. let's look at the features of this Pro Plus and what it is going to do and the technicals of this device. All right, this is the iTera Pro Plus. It has an in-mold design where it's a digital design. I mean, a digital design, and right, in-mold design here, and then you have the on and off switch, and then you have the on switch where you switch on. You hold it for about 2 seconds before it switches on. The idea is so that it doesn't accidentally switch on by itself just by touching. So to avoid that, you have to hold it for 2 seconds and it switches on. Similarly, you hold for 2 seconds and it's switched off. All right. And then you have the digital temperature panel. It shows you starts at around 50 degrees Celsius and goes up to about 80 degrees Celsius, increments of about 5 degrees Celsius. And 60 degrees Celsius will be a good starting point to blow on the body. All right. Okay. It has an optical quartz tube, as I explained earlier, optical quartz tube. And there's a filter here where you can remove this cover and you can clean using a soft brush. And you find that this filter for this device is finer than the other devices. So even small, what do you call it, dust particles, hair, it traps very easily, right? So it doesn't go into the machine and clog up the machine. Okay, we do not want the motor to be burnt. Okay, the important thing is maybe monthly you remove this, clean and put it back. All right, it should be working for you fine. All right, it has a heat resistant casing, so it is all improved. What do you call it on this model? And yeah, it is very strong. All right, so let's look at some of the features. It's going to be a fantastic device actually. The controls will be all digital and in mold, and to avoid accidental touch, you have to press for 2 seconds to activate the controls. All right, intelligent touch screen display. And it will also have negative ions. So this particular device will have negative ions and they'll have 200 million pieces per cubic meters, right? And the motor is more powerful. The motor is more powerful. And we see the Pro earlier, which is working at about 10 to 15,000 RPM. Now this device is set at about 70,000 RPM, right? Because at this setting, it is not noisy, but very strong. Okay, and it's also using brushless technology. The motor is using brushless technology. They don't have vibrations and the air volume is much bigger. So you can see where it is getting at. So when you're using them, it's a powerful device where you're getting more, what do you call it, value for money. All right. So if you using this, or those who have tested it during the convention, you will know how it feels. Okay. Now it will also have a turbo digital setting with 60 degrees setting 1 and 80 degrees setting 2. Right? But it starts at 50 if you want lesser heat. Okay. Next, the lifespan is about 5 times more than the Pro. Okay, 10 years device lifespan. Now this is not the warranty, but this is the lifespan, right? And it has an auto shutdown at 40 minutes. And then once it shuts down, you can immediately start to use it again. And again, you do not need to go up to 40 minutes. A minimum of 20 minutes to 30 minutes is really good for you. And then you can also extend the life of the device because now you don't have to bring it up to maximum heat, right? But it can go up to 40 minutes. All right. Improved safety and lifespan and durability. It has an overheat, overcurrent, overvoltage protection. So you're going to be really safe with this device. And then the size is smaller, lighter. Compared to the Pro, it is slightly smaller. it is lighter, and the weight is balanced. If you see the Pro, presently the weight is towards the back. All right, if you hold it in the center, it will tilt towards the back. But here, this device, if you were to hold your finger in the center, it is balanced front and back. All right, so it's a fantastic device to have. And the casing will be more solid with improved heat resistance. And the cord is a 3-meter power cord. So it's extra long, right? 3 meters. So you don't have to stretch the cord to work this device. And it's manufactured in a high-tech factory, right? And the memory function with preset, mode recall, and all that, all these functions is done in a high-tech factory. Okay, all right. So now we are sort of have come to the end of the iTeraCare session. I would like to give 5 tips before we close the session. Now, when you use the phone, this is happening to many people. Part of the problem is that they don't realize what they're doing certain things. They run into problems and they're seeking recovery, right? Health recovery. Now, for the first thing is when your phone battery is low, below 10%, do not answer calls, do not talk on the phone. Get your phone charged before you talk again, because at that time your radiation is much higher. So many people are having this problem because they speak until the very last. Okay. The second thing is don't take medicine with cold water. If you are still taking medicine, do not use cold water. All right, it takes a long time for that medicine to work. The body has to heat up the cold water first. All right, the third one is avoid using phones in the dark for long periods. Now, many people, when you talk to them, they tell you just before sleeping, they're still with their phones. They're looking at their phones, and now there is a problem with most people. They end with the TikTok. Right? So they look at the TikTok till they sleep off. And when they sleep off, the phone falls next to them. Okay, in the first place, when it is dark, your eyes open much larger. So what it means is more radiation is getting in. And the light is switched on, your eyes are closed a little bit so that less light comes in. So less radiation is coming in. So avoid using phones in the dark for long periods because now you're getting more radiation in and you're going to spoil your eyes. And next, when you sleep off and the phone falls next to you, the phone is near you and also emitting radiation. All right? So avoid. Try to keep the phone as far away from you before you go to sleep. At least for once, when you sleep, keep the phone away from you. All right, when you wake up, go to the phone, do whatever is necessary. All right, the fourth thing is avoid drinking too much water during meals. This is another problem faced by many people. I have the same problem actually. Drinking ice water during meals. What it does is it slows down digestion, and then at the same time it dilutes the hydrochloric acid. Okay, so try to keep away from drinking too much water during meals, and if you can avoid drinking water during meals, drink either before or after, maybe about 20 to 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after. And eat fruits on an empty stomach, not after meals. Now in Malaysia, it's quite a tendency. I do not know about other countries, but in Malaysia, it's called dessert, and people are normally eating fruits after their meals. Now, when you do this, what happens is the fruits are getting mixed with the food, and it's giving a lot of gas. So you have bloated stomachs. So and you don't get the full effect of the fruits, all right? The nutrition. So what you should do is you should eat on an empty stomach before the meal, and then maybe about 20 minutes before your meals, and then go for your meals. And you'll find that you avoid all these problems. All right. So with that, I thank you.